Bird photography is the most popular genre of wildlife photography. A while ago, I saw some data on the number of bird photographs for different species, and I thought it was interesting, so I'd like to share it with you in this video. The data comes from eBird. They have a spreadsheet showing how many photographs they have of each bird. This doesn't represent the number of bird photographs of different species exactly, because many people don't upload their shots to eBird, but it's not a bad proxy either because eBird is an immensely popular platform, and there are thousands of outstanding photos on it. Using eBird data, we can view the number of photographs per bird. Plotting them from most to least photographs shows that almost all bird photographs are of a very few number of species, and in fact, the top 578 most photographed birds make up 75% of all bird photographs. That's just 5.3% of all the world's birds. And the top 1,578 birds make up 90% of all bird photographs, and that's just 14.5% of all birds. That's actually crazy. It means more than 85% of birds are very rarely photographed. There's another thing. If we take the list of the top 10 most photographed birds, all of them are common birds in North America, and that's a general trend. The most photographed birds are in North America. We should of course be careful about drawing general conclusions from this data because eBird is a North American-centric site, and bird photographers in other countries may not use eBird much. After all, eBird is only available in 16 languages besides English. However, I think bird photography is certainly the most prevalent in North America as well. Anyway, this data shows that the true diversity of birds is hidden sometimes even to bird photographers. There are over 10,000 species of birds, and that's a huge number. Do I want to photograph these birds myself? Of course I do, though I have some opposing thoughts about it. First, traveling increases my carbon footprint, so I don't want to do it too often. On the other hand, taking a really nice photograph of a relatively unknown bird gives it a face, and it can help illustrate the plight of such species, especially since some parts of the world have very lax conservation laws regarding these birds. Also, ecotourism does increase the economic value of local birds to countries in which they live, which makes it more likely for other countries to improve their conservation laws. I also encourage people to take photographs of birds they live near. I think this is especially important in countries with less birding and bird photography because it is so important to develop and spread an interest in nature and wildlife so that more people value it. Now, let's take a look at some birds that are rarely photographed. In Nairobi National Park, the spur-winged lapwing has 3,320 photographs on eBird. That's 62 times less than the great egret. In Sunt Forest, Sudan, the Nile Valley sunbird has only 440 photographs on eBird, and that's 84 times less photographs than the pine grosbeak. In Indonesia, the graceful pitta has only 65 photographs on eBird, which is 3,868 times less than photographs of the great blue heron. These are all relatively common birds which have few photographs compared to even some less common North American birds. Even if you never get the chance to see them or photograph them, I suggest taking some time to do some research on them and learn more about these beautiful birds. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.